sense of praying for you when I close my eyes. Trees surround my beaches, empty birds come out, they tell me stories. Wish I had this love for hours.
If I had to describe it in one word, I would use the word loud. Yeah, it's extremely wow.
Well, I tell you one thing, I don't want my children listening to it, that's for sure.
This is Marquette Radio, the underground sound. No pansies allowed.
And that's our favorite sweeper, as you all know. And that was Zach Dawes of his collection. I really enjoyed that, actually.
Yeah, it was alright.
We'll probably have to go back to more of him in the future weeks. So, anyways, we've been trying to figure out what else we've been talk to you all about today. And I guess we'll start briefly with, I think we mentioned a couple of weeks ago when the Calgary Flames jersey was inadvertently leaked on NHL 14. And we were looking at it, and it looked, it looked pretty good. It was, I was definitely a fan of it. I thought it was a nice little way to incorporate the black back in, but like not too much, because I do not like all black jerseys like the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah.
But it looks nice. It looks just like Buffalo's with the script. It says Calgary, and then the logo right in front of it. It was really good looking, really just, a classic hockey jersey kind of feel to it. Kind of a, vintage, kind of modern kind of mix with a classic.
Yeah.
But, we noticed, me and Jack had a big issue with, what it looked like. And I guess we'll post a story in a bit, and my fears were confirmed. The Calgary Flames are what
I like about the Flames jerseys, like their regular home in a way, is that they have the Calgary C as the captain C,
and the assistant's A is the Atlanta Flames logo. So they had the C and the A as their current logo and as their old logo. Unfortunately, the C didn't make it onto the New Jersey. It's just a regular old boring looking C.
While the alternates still have the Atlanta Flames A.
So it was really, really a bizarre kind of thing, because you think if they were going to mix it up, they'd at least use the current logo that they had for the C and get rid of the A, but it was just bizarre. It's a small little detail, but it's one thing I always thought was really cool, because they can do that so easily.
Yeah.
I thought more teams could do it. I mean, I'm not sure who else could, really.
Maybe Canucks.
The Canucks might be able to, exactly. So it's a limited, field based on,
team names.
Team names, exactly. But it was something I was just like, I wish it was,
Canadians could do it.
Canadians could do it. That would be pretty sweet.
Although you would have the C on the front, and then the same exact logo, smaller. And maybe that's what Calgary didn't want to have, since the Calgary C was in the script. name, they didn't want to have it in two places on the same jersey.
Yeah, but still, I think
Keep it consistent.
they had that on their old one when we had that Carter Field Flurry. It was the same, and it was the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So I know what you're talking about, though, but it's not even like the C was the only thing on the front end. It still had Calgary written across. I don't think that would be the big issue, even though the logo is there smaller. But whatever.
They made it look nice.
They made it look nice,
but
that's a small change. You can easily change that too.
The inconsistency though in the new jerseys is what's annoying me. Like, if you're gonna go plain on one, go plain on all of them. If you're gonna go special logos, Calgary and Atlanta, then go on all of them.
Yeah.
Don't have one just be random.
Yeah. Because I will say, the way jerseys kind of went, right after the lockout, I was not a fan. Like, you had the Buffalo Slug, you had the new Sharks logo. There were countless new logo additions and jersey changes.
Canucks. Well, the Canucks one, I thought it was all right with me.
Yeah, but there's so many changes. But I'm liking what I'm seeing in more recent. Like, I love the Dallas Stars change to the green and black. It's
watching a couple of their games. It kind of looks like the Whalers are playing out there.
It's really cool. I really like that change. I mean, the logo itself, the crest, doesn't wow me, but the green was definitely a big pickup. Instead of going from the black and whatever that gold was, it was like a mustard brown gold. It was really
like a football jersey.
It looked awful. They did a great job. They upgraded. I mean, not that there was much where else to go down with it, though, but they upgraded just recently. Calgary's looking at... I'm really impressed with what the Sharks did. They kind of did a better job bringing the teal back, getting rid of the yolks on top, the shoulder black and orange. They made it look all this teal. I mean, I'm still not crazy about the new logo, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Ducks are making it look better. Obviously, when they put their throwbacks on, that was much better, in my opinion.
I like their alternates, though. A lot more orange into
their alternates are better, but yeah, they need to try and get those Mighty Ducks Wild Wing jerseys back.
Basically printing money at that point.
Yeah, right? Exactly. And then, I don't know, so that's the way the jersey... I'm kind of happy the way they're coming back. I mean, Buffalo still needs to figure it out, but...
I don't believe they've worn their alternates yet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Or their quote-unquote alternates.
Yeah, right, exactly. They should try it. You gotta change their luck somehow.
Yeah, they should.
We should make a movement for that. We go to change.org and do that, Jack. Let's do that.
Or maybe announcing the jersey was the curse that's brought upon Buffalo.
Could be. And then
wearing the jersey couldn't make it much worse.
No, it couldn't, and that's why I think they need to look at it at this point.
Yeah.
Then, but also, Nashville did a really good job with their yellow jerseys, in my opinion. I know a lot of people are very polarized on the gold kind of color. Whoops. That's making sure my computer stays protected.
But, yeah, Nashville went through a couple of color changes. They had the mustard yellow on that weird 3D Panther.
Yeah, back when they first came in, and then they had
the blue.
The blue and white, which was really weird, and they didn't wear it all that often.
Yeah, it seemed too cold.
Yeah, for Nashville of all places too.
Yeah, it was too colored.
It was
navy
really different.
Blue and white.
And the thing is, it was really different from their colors.
Yeah,
it was like just it was a reach. It was a really big difference. Yeah. So it was good that they went with the yellow.
The yellow really, I think, makes it a nice looking jersey. And they also do a different type of lettering on their jersey. They ink their names into the jersey instead of stitching them.
Oh, that's right. For your time, so it's a little bit more smooth look to it.
Yeah, and also that's because their font is also weird because they have the lines going through
That's right. Yeah.
So because it looks like it's coming fast onto the jersey.
That's cool. Yeah, that's interesting, Jack. Good insight.
And also, I like the inside collar of that too.
They have those at the NHL store, right?
Yeah, the inside collar of the Nashville jerseys have a piano on it. A little, like, hats off to the Nashville Music City.
Music City, yeah. So that's interesting. So do they actually wear those, the authentic guys, when they wear it on the ice?
Yeah, that would be authentic.
The pianos are in those. Like, so Mike Fisher going on the ice will have the pianos in there. Okay, because I always wonder, if they're, like, just novelty for the fans, or if they actually are on every player's actual jersey, and they obviously don't get put on the replica jerseys. It's really...
They're on there, like, how the Rangers have the retired numbers on the inside of their New York jerseys.
Yeah, they should have put those on the outside. That would have been cool.
I think those jerseys are dumb, but having those numbers on the inside, I don't think shows the proper respect to our history.
Yeah, I mean, but also could just be a little reminder to the guys who are also putting on the jersey too.
Yeah.
But because it kind of would look out of place. I think maybe the best place to put them would be on the back, right hand side or back left side of right along the border.
Yeah.
That'd be the best place. I'm not sure where else you'd put them unless you put them on the inside of the collar.
Yeah, or put them on the arm.
Or on the arm.
Atlanta on it.
Yeah, right. That'd be really gaudy. I don't think that's the way the Rangers roll, but I don't know. I think they gotta come up with a new jersey for themselves.
Bring back the Liberty.
That's what I say. That's more important than the the Buffalo jerseys.
Yeah.
Anyways, switching gears from
Jersey
jerseys.
talk.
In case you might have missed it, Bobby Orr came out with a new memoir about his playing days and his new book, and he addresses some issues such as modern players and if he could play today, and the big question that we've been kind of glossing over every single week is hockey fighting. So
yeah, Bobby Orr was at the NHL store last week,
right,
signing copies of his book, and Yahoo Sports Puck Daddy had an opportunity to interview him. So a couple nice little snippets here, like very interesting, about being offensive defenseman and how they don't teach kids that anymore.
How to be an offensive defenseman?
Yeah, Bobby was all over the ice because he could skate better than anyone.
Right.
And when you have that nowadays,
they move you up.
When you're a defenseman, they teach you to just shoot it into the zone at the red line and just play defense. They don't want you necessarily to be that offensive defenseman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he said later on in this interview that it's nice to see some offensive defensemen, Carlson, Subban, and then Letang.
Right, those are the top three, obviously. Yeah, that's cool. It's a good insight because, if only they could,
We wonder why maybe we won't have another Gretzky or ever again. And maybe because of paradigm shifts and ways of thinking about offense and defense and injuries.
Yeah, it's kind of become more of a science more than anything now because, just everything's broken down so well, scouting so much, and, of course, videotape and everything. It's just kind of, no, it's not like go out there and try and play the game and feel for it. It's like you have a system and you play within the system.
Yeah.
It's
not necessarily playing to a guy's system, like making a system for a guy like you'd sometimes do in football or what you do in Edmonton for Gretzky. You just set him up with a bunch of guys and he'll do
it himself. But
yeah.
Hockey's kind of been broken down, at least at this point, or most teams kind of...
you get the guys to fit your system.
Yeah.
Like, the Bruins have set up their system of being big, tough guys.
Right.
They go out there and get a guy like Jerome McGinley.
And hence is why exactly they got rid of Tyler Seguin. Didn't, very offensive, very gifted.
But couldn't compete in the corners.
Didn't fit inside the mold of the Boston Bruins. So I'm not sure how much Louis Eriksson fits in there either, but I guess he's a bit grittier than...
A bit bigger, too.
A bit bigger. Oh, that's right. We've been over that. But yeah, so there was just one question they had during the Puck Daddy interview. Bobby Orr was with Puck Daddy, and they asked him, I know there's a lot of talk about the fighting arguments in the book, but you might have it right. The game survives without it, but having it in the game keeps some players in check. So Orr responded, I just worry if we take it out completely that we're going to get a bunch of players that are suddenly real brave. They're protected now with the rules. That fear of getting beaten up is a great deterrent. We don't need the stage fights, the fights after a good hit with no penalty. There are things we can get rid of. We don't need it. I've seen lots of great games recently without fighting. Lots. So, obviously, a little bit different tone than, a little bit different from our, conclusions. But, obviously with the whole stage fighting. But,